Welcome to the Better Off bonus call of the week. We're sponsored by Betterment, the smarter way to invest your money. Now, remember, this is the extra episode, the fun little cherry on top to your Sunday of the week. This is where we answer your financial questions. If you have any issue that has cropped up in your money life, just shoot us an email. Ask Jill at betteroffpodcast.com. We've got 2 chances for you to get on the air every week, every Tuesday for the bonus. And then, of course, on our longer show on Thursdays, you can always tweet your question at Jill on Money, #BetterOff. Let's go to Chris from Florida and find out what's going on. Hi, Chris. Welcome to Better Off. What can I do for you?
Hi, Jill. Thanks for the call.
Sure.
So I am 27 years old, and my grandmother passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And, thank you. She was nice enough to give me and my siblings and other cousins the proceeds from the sale of her house once my dad was finally able to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
And my share of it happened to be around $30,000.
Wow.
So I'm trying to figure out what I should be doing with it. At this point, I actually got the funds early this year, and I had about $12,000 left in student loans, and I paid that off. So now I'm sitting on 18, just trying to figure out what it is I should be doing with it.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations on paying off that loan. But did that feel great or what?
Yeah, it does.
That's awesome. Okay. Are you working right now, Chris?
Yeah, so I'm currently a financial analyst.
Oh, excellent. Do you have any other debt besides the loans that you paid off?
I don't. The one interesting thing to my situation is I have a car lease, that ends next month.
So what do you think? You need a car because I presume you're not in a place where there's tons of public transportation, so you need a new car?
Yeah, and I'm fine with leasing, but at the same time, I guess I always see that you should be buying instead of leasing.
Do you put a lot of miles on your car every year or not?
Not really, no.
Okay. What about just safe money in the bank? Like, do you have what we would call an emergency reserve fund, like 6 to 12 months of your living expenses in case, say, you lost your job as a financial analyst? Like, do you have any safe money?
My emergency fund is currently at $10,000.
That's pretty good.
That's probably 3-ish months.
Okay. Any interest in buying that car off the lease? Is there an opportunity there for you?
No, I think it's kind of cleaning up from when I was younger and got my first job of, wanting a really nice car. And now, once I'm closer to the end of the lease, I want out.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I really want a cheap car now.
Right.
Okay, so do you use a retirement plan at work?
They do not offer any of that, but I am contributing about $300 a month to a Roth IRA.
Okay, so how about if we were to do this? With the $18,000, I would probably top off. I would just make that Roth contribution and just top it off for the year. So forgetting about putting away $300 a month, I just put away the $5,500 right now and have it done for the year. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the rest of the money, I think you probably want to put a few $1,000s extra in the emergency reserve fund. But then I think what I might want to do is look at because you do need a car, I might want to use the rest of that money to just buy a used car outright. I don't know you may be fancy pants car guy. I don't know. I'm not a car person.
Definitely not, no.
So, what I think I might want to do is that, can you live with sort of having a car for a long period of time, just owning it and just like it's a utility almost like, okay, I'm just going to use this thing. It's not like a gorgeous machine. It's just a thing that gets me to work every day. And
right.
I like the idea of you not having a payment to make. Or have a very low payment for a car. So, the way to do that is that you can basically say, I'm going to get either buy a used car or buy a used car with a very low interest auto loan and try to pay it off quickly. But, if you could, essentially, if you could pay $15,000 and be able to buy something that you could get into and feel like comfortable in, and have a small auto loan on the side, I think that would be great. And then once you pay off that loan, you drive that car into the ground, like for real.
Okay.
Don't be messing around. Don't be like, oh, I want a new car in 4 years. Don't do that. because otherwise this plan won't work unless you drive this car long. And then as you make more money, we want to get you to, maybe next year, if you're making a little more money, that you are maxing out that Roth and you're putting away the $5,500 every year. And you're able to do that because you don't have your student loan anymore. You've got your car all set. So all these things come together. And I think that what you've done is a really terrific thing. I mean, what a legacy your grandmother was able to leave to you in that she relieved you of this burden of debt. She will relieve you from this burden of having to worry about a car payment that lasts a really long time. And that it allows you to really kickstart your financial planning at an incredibly early point in your career. So I think you're in great shape.
The other thing I have kicked the can on is maybe like a housing. At what point with someone my age, instead of saving for a house and maxing out the retirement, once I'm maxing out the retirement, then start saving for the house? Or?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if you can, I really would like you to be able to be clicking away, making a bunch of money, and that you're saving for your, if you're okay, not a problem. I'm putting $5,500 into my Roth every year. That's not a problem. And then start saving for a house. But, the one reason I'm not so keen on you going, hog wild about a house is that, I don't know, maybe you're going to want to move. Maybe you want some flexibility. And so Let's see how things go. And from there, you call back if you really fall in love with a house. Okay?
Sure.
All right. Good luck.
Okay.
You're doing great. Thanks to your grandma. Say nice things about your grandma today, okay?
Yeah, I will. Thanks for taking the time.
Take care, Chris. Thanks for calling. Okay, that's a wrap of our Better Off bonus question of the week. If you've got a question, it's simple. Send us an email at askjill@betteroffpodcast.com. We'll arrange to get you on. And don't forget, in just a couple of days, there's a brand new episode of the Better Off Podcast sponsored by Betterment. Talk to you then.